make you feel a little better. Steels has given me a Google Doc that gives the hunting locations for the quality of gear that drops. So if you look at the weapons that you have currently, if you mouse over it, it'll tell you what the prestige of that particular item is.
Yeah.
This list tells you what zones you need to hunt in to get a higher level piece of equipment.
Huh.
So if you're looking to increase like say your prestige on your weapon is 100 between 182 and 100 and 239, then you know to go to this location because the next one is 219 to 265. That's where the drop is. So if that'll help you if you want it to help you look for stuff.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it. I don't normally play that technical. I usually just run and do stuff. But
well, the only reason I grabbed
it.
The only reason I grabbed it is because since I've gotten Archer.
Oh, you got Archer?
Yeah, it took me a little while, but I got it. The very first.
Like it?
Oh yeah, I hated it at first. I hated it like before I last at closed beta 3. I was like, fuck Archer, and then I did it in closed beta 4 and was like, this is still stupid. And then I don't know what happened, but when I did the training for the open beta, I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. And then I got the character class, and I just been focusing on that. I haven't gone after fucking Warlock.
Maybe they changed something.
Maybe, but I like basically I think of the Archer as it's obviously a ranged DPS, but it's sort of like a sniper because of the fact that certain attacks do a shitload of damage. It's one target, one hit, but it does a whole lot of damage and it's repeatable. But at the same time, you're kind of squishy, so you have to take out groups of mobs quickly, otherwise they'll swarm you and you'll die. But the good thing is that he has a bunch of attacks that are area effects, so you can do fire damage to a shitload in a fucking certain area. And he's also got attacks that disorient and attacks that stun groups. So he's got a lot of AOE abilities, which are useful.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna interject in here real quick.
Yep.
So guys that are in chat and are wondering, like, hey, what the fuck? It's 5:30. Why is the stupid banner still up here? Steve got scheduled to work tonight, so we are waiting on him to show up. I wanted to kick off the stream and everything on time anyway, because we are doing a raffle to get in on the giveaway that will be ending at the end of August. Those that don't know, we hit 100 followers on the D&D Basics game earlier this week on Wednesday. And so because of that, we are doing a giveaway at the end of August. So the way that's going to work is every time we're live, we're going to hold a raffle. Whoever wins that raffle will get entered into the contest at the end of August to actually win the
Raffleception.
That's right.
So we got to go deeper and put a raffle in a raffle.
So that'll happen at the end of August.
That's like buying the fucking whiskey I like. You got to go win a raffle for the right to buy it.
And actually, to answer Oceana's the epic story of how he got arrested, it wasn't street fighting. Remember, Steve is too much of a gentle soul in real life to do that. What happened was he was channeling his inner druid, that's D-R-O-O-D, of course, and walked by a pet shop and went, "I must free my furry brethren," and that's why he got arrested, because he was.
Why do druids are gonna sound like that?
I was gonna say, why does Steve sound like Steve
cartoon?
Martin?
Right.
Because they do.
I don't like your stereotyping of druids.
No, not druids. Druids are awesome. Druids sound like that. I must save my furry brethren. That's a druid.
Check your fighter privilege.
Right. Right. You're gonna have to roll for privilege.
Gingy, I saw a game today, and I don't know, like, it won't work. Unfortunately, I can't think of a way to do it over voice and virtual tabletops or anything. But it's essentially like you're playing a horror movie, and it's called Dread. And you have like a Jenga tower set up in front of you.
Dude,
and
every
time that you have to go and like make a choice or take an action that could possibly go bad, you have to pull it and place a piece on the Jenga tower.
It definitely seems like it has a lot of potential as a party game.
Yeah, it looked like it would be a lot of fun. There's just no way for me to do it because I can't find a virtual Jenga table or tower.
Right.
It would lose too much. It would lose too much on the.
But it looks like it would be a lot of fun. And apparently, it's cheap for the rules. It's like $3 for the rules.
Well, okay, let's be honest.
So it just like literally uses a Jenga board.
Exactly. It's because they can't call them Jenga pigs, but it's like they're slightly bigger and a little rougher cut. It's like Yeah, if you just go buy a Jenga set and go, we're using the tower to take the place of dice rolling for difficulty. You know,
Interesting.
there you go.
That's
Yeah.
a cool concept. I like that idea. Imp, are you going to play Skyforge with us?
I don't know. Like this week, honestly, because of the whole work shit this week, I've been a fucking terrible person to be around.
That's legit. Like,
So-
Wait a minute. And that was different from normal how?
No, it really wasn't.
Ba-dum-bum.
But
Thank you.
no,
Thank you.
my stress level this week has been ridiculously through the roof.
I don't
make
know
sure you
why.
blow your girlfriend as a thank you for putting up with you this week.
Yeah, but yeah, it's
I'm
just
not.
Fucking,
I'm not Anna. I'm like I vent and then boom, I'm not. I don't build up angry stress anymore.
I
I
normally,
try
like-
my best. I have my dad's temper, but not his trigger, basically. He would fucking blow up at anything. I take a little bigger of a push, but when I go off hard.
No, yeah, that's how I am. Like, it takes a lot to get me stressed out. Like, I'm normally a real laid-back person. I really don't give a fuck. But when I get stressed out, I get stressed out hard, and it makes my fuse, which is normally decently long, insanely short.
Yeah.
And so it just does not. It's not healthy for anybody.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, like I almost called in tonight. I almost just didn't do it. But I was like, instead, I'll do what most grown-ups do, and I'm going to go buy alcohol and try to have a good time. Because I know, logical brain kicks in, and I go hang out with your friends. This is like the most social time you get a week, half the time. And, you'll feel better once you're hanging out with your friends. So, don't just be a dick and call in. I am going to be a dick and call into work tomorrow because I didn't get a weekend. I've had shit to do all weekend, like Saturday and Sunday, and now I'm just stressed out and physically injured from that stupid sink project. That's not done, by the way. There's still cabinet doors in a pile because I had to remove them to get under the sink. And the lines aren't installed, and it's because I need somebody to like hold the sink in place while I do some of the mounting.
Sure.
And I tried to do it with, I keep saying sink, I mean faucet. But I tried to like masking tape it down, like just so it wouldn't wiggle, because it's got a groove it fits into, and once it's in the groove, it stays there pretty good, until then you go underneath of it and you start trying to bolt things down, and then it wiggles. And I spent 20 minutes bolting it in place, and then went up, and it was super crooked because it kept moving while I was bolting it. So my wife's off from work tomorrow. I'm gonna basically make her help me finish this.
He's gonna make her get the fuck under there and do it her damn self.
No, I'll do it. I just need another pair of hands just to make sure it's straight. My OCD won't let it be that crooked. Like I pretty much crawled out from under the sink and saw it, went nope, because it just went way crooked while I was tightening everything up. I'll probably get her to hook up one of the lines, though, because it's short and it's stiff, and her arms are smaller than mine, and she might be able to work around there.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't give a shit, whatever it takes.
Put no space between the word and the number, Jason?
No, you can put a space there.
Okay.
You got it.
But the reason why I brought up Skyforge, though, is just because it's currently in open beta. Now is everyone's time to try it and see if you like it before all your friends are there playing it, and later you have to buy it.
Yeah,
because I don't like buying games I don't know if I'm gonna like.
That's fair. Especially when it comes to something like an MMO where it's going to have some sort of pay system, whether it be microtransactions or a monthly service fee or whatever.
Nothing mandatory in this one. It's not pay to win. It is free to play. I believe you got to buy the software, but yeah, after that it's free. There are benefits for paying, but like a lot of free to play games are doing, it's got like a premium service that you can pay monthly for. But you can do premium from in-game currency too. So if you play it enough to really like it, you might be making enough money to have that pay for it anyway.
Right on.
But I'm just saying, it's Cypher and I are playing it, and we're both having a good time. So you should check it out.
Yeah, no, this week I've just been a horrible person to be around.
I know, I figured, but at the same time, you might need the release, and it's a good active violent combat system that.
Yeah.
is pretty good. That's why I'm playing it right now, because I'm fucking pissed off still.
I hopped on a little bit of was it Marvel Heroes earlier today, which feels a lot like a Diablo MMO, which is not bad.
Yeah, I've played with it. I didn't care enough to keep playing it, but I did try it out.
I don't know if I do or not, but it will. I'll see if I keep playing it tomorrow.
The fact that you have to pay like $10 per character is a bit much for me.
I think you can grind out the in-game currency to buy characters, though.
Yeah, you can grind, because I did unlock a couple that you'll get from doing missions and in-game currency, but I believe there are several, if not most, characters that you have to buy with cash.
I got to run around as Deadpool today, so I was happy. That's
I
all I
was,
cared about.
That does make everything better. I was Deadpool today.
I am being a cryomancer right now and freezing giant turkeys.
At
Turkey
least-
freeze.
You know, if tomorrow, at least if tomorrow goes terribly, and like I just walk out of the interview at the app developer and just like absolutely no, I didn't get the job. There's a KMFDM show tomorrow night, so at least I have that going on.
Yeah, you got that going. Like the only solace I'm taking right now is that like I feel like and I of course I'm going to be wrong. I feel like my hard work today has paid off to the extent of it's almost done. I think I've overcome all the hurdles, and now I just need an extra pair of hands to like hold it in place while I connect some water lines and bolt it down tighter. But it's just not done. So hopefully I'm going to take tomorrow off work and finish installing the sink, and then be like, fuck yeah, got that done. Because I fixed a toilet this weekend too. I had to completely redo the guts of one of our old toilets, and so that was feeling good. Saturday, I was working on that for hours, and then I was like, holy shit, feels good. Fixed my own shit. Didn't have to call anybody. Yeah. And then, so today, I'm like, let's keep this ball rolling and fix that kitchen sink. And now regret all of those decisions.
Yeah, I had to replace the seal on the toilet between the floor and the toilet itself. You know, that
yeah.
It's brown.
Oh, yeah.
Why do they make that brown?
It's probably so you don't see the poop that's on it.
All the disgusting. Because
all
the
the
new
poop that's on.
The new one looks like a big slab of turd going around it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why would you do that?
See, that's worse. At least I had to just replace all the guts in the tank. So like my brain's like, don't be grossed out. That's clean inbound water. You're dealing with outbound water. Outbound water that's got poops in it. That's way worse.
Now I think we have to replace the one in the second bathroom, which has carpeting. So
why do you have a bathroom with carpeting?
Bathroom with
it's a
carpeting.
70s house. It was built in the 70s.
Is
Always
it
a great
shag
idea.
carpeting?
No,
Shed carpeting in the bathroom, how nasty.
So there's always that, female comedians and women are like, how come men can't hit the toilet? No one ever stands up and goes, maybe we had sex before we went to bed, or something like that. And then when the man wakes up in the middle of the night or in the morning and he's trying to hit the toilet and the pee forks off in two directions and you physically can't get both in the toilet, and it takes you a few seconds because you're tired to realize this, so you have to either sit down on the toilet like a lady or Superman across it to not get pee all over the floor.
Oh no, that doesn't even take into consideration the morning hard-on that you have. So you got to do a handstand to get it in the fucking toilet.
Right. I'm just saying. Sometimes you're gonna get pee on that carpet, and it might not be your dude's fault.
well, I have every intention of taking the carpet out.
You should.
But it's also
there's
connected
probably
to-
horror underneath.
Yeah, I'm
Horror,
ready,
absolutely.
you know.
That is a correct description for when you pull up carpet that has been in a bathroom for a long period of
I
time.
don't even
It
want
is
to think about that.
There is overflow duty water. There
And
is
no amount of glove or mask or goggles will protect you from this horror. You are doomed once you start.
Well,
No,
I'm afraid I might have to replace some floorboards.
Oh yeah,
At the
we'll
end
need
of it,
to
and I'm
we'll
like,
need to
oh.
sand that floor down quite a bit.
I'll pay a cat for that. If it comes down to like replacing duty floorboards, I will pay a dude. I have a limit to what I'm willing to do versus what I will pay someone to do for me.
See, I have this mental image now because you're having to do these repairs. The house you're in, is it an older house, Genji, or is it like medium,
my
like
house
built
was-
90s?
No, my house was built in the 70s.
Okay, so my mental image is perfect then. it's yeah, Vam. That's a great.
Vam, it might be sterile, but I don't want to go take a bath in
And
it.
it's the great theory is it is partially sterile, as stupid as that phrase works, but it's only sterile for you
Right,
because it's
for the
matched up to your
person,
body.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you
That's
drink somebody
because-
else's piss, you're in
Yeah,
danger.
and your piss is sterile when it's fresh.
When it's
When
fresh.
it's crusted over under your carpet for years,
And
it's not
molded,
sterile.
Yeah, no.
It is
Listen-
only sterile in regards to things that can't survive in urine. So the liquid itself, but the particles suspended in it, if you have anything icky, like an STD or anything like that, those ain't sterile. But my mental image of Gingy's place is this awesome, fantastic Bill Gates like Fortress
No.
of Solitude nerd fest.
No.
The basement with these robot lights, and you got all these cats
Well,
over
I do
like,
have-
checking it out.
I do have robot lights in the basement.
Everybody's
but
like,
no.
"Your place is awesome, man! I gotta take a leak." And then it's like a Wes Craven horror film when they open the bathroom door. It's like
Problem-
flies and shit.
The basement kind of embodies that.
Yeah, the upstairs I'm working on it. The problem I had was I didn't do what most people do and what smart people do is when you get approved for your house loan, you also get approved for more than the house costs so you can do all your initial repairs and
Oh, yeah.
remodels. I didn't. I just borrowed how much I needed to pay the house for, and now I'm like, that's cool. I'll just kind of one project at a time do all of my remodels. I've had the house for like 6 years now. I've barely done all my remodel work. I've gotten everything fixed. The house works and it doesn't leak, but all of the things I want to be different are all long ways coming.
Vam, you ended up following. Sorry, I just realized something. Vam, you followed when the bot was off, so you didn't get your 50 for your follow. Let me change that real quick. Go ahead. Sorry.
I should get 52 because I followed.
Yeah, you're here regularly.
Eyes left,
It'll be okay.
eyes right, eyes left, eyes right.
Where's Vam?
Can I
Yeah,
assume
like-
it's Steve's XP since he's late?
Minus 50 DKP.
But yeah, like now that like Jen just got a raise at work and I'm about to get a raise, hopefully. I've been waiting for that raise, but I still haven't got it yet.
I got a home equity line of credit, and every 5
Ooh.
years, you get access to a lump sum of money, and then you slowly pay it off. So,
Yeah, and honestly, that wouldn't be a terrible idea for me, just because like I said, like I've already dumped a bunch of money into the house, just fixing it up. There's nothing about it that's broken, creaky, leaky, or anything like that. So all the money I've spent on the house has been improvements and upkeep without the customization, like stuff I want to be in the house, just stuff I need to be in the house. But hopefully that'll be changing this year. Because yeah, we've got remodel plans and half-finished projects in pretty much every room in the upstairs. The only room that's pretty much done is our living room in the basement.
well, I've got 2 bedrooms with no carpeting right now. No carpeting, or it's just the floor.
Oh yeah,
You have 2 bedrooms that have no.
Carpeting.
Oh, there's
Because
just bare wood.
Because the previous owner had cats and animals and stuff, and
Yeah, you gotta take
it
out
was
everything.
bad all the way down to the baseboard, and I had to put kills on the baseboard. So ripped up the carpeting and the padding, and then I put kills down, and I painted, and I'm almost done painting the 2nd bedroom, and then I'm gonna put carpeting down, and then I'm gonna work on the master bedroom. So
yeah. My next plan is like, I'm painting the kitchen. I'm starting a mural on one of the kitchen walls. Gonna redo the cabinets. Probably not gonna redo the countertop for a while, just because that's gonna be expensive. But yeah, after I get that done, the big project is that front living room you walk through when you first come in the house. Because right now it's just an empty room with just stuff in it. But once that gets finished, that's going to be a really rad room.
well, I don't want to do any improvements that don't add value to the house, because I don't plan on living here like forever.
Yeah.
So
Honestly, I'm content enough with my house that like I could see me keeping this house. Because I don't expect my needs to improve because we're not having kids. So it's not like we're going to need a bigger house at any point. And I'm, for the most part, like I'm really happy with my house. The only rooms I'm not happy with are because I see them like blank slates and I just see where I want the rooms to be. And I think once I get there, I could be permanently happy with this house.
yeah, I mean, if I wasn't planning on possibly having kids at some point,
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, because
but-
then your house needs kind of grow with your family, but
right.
at this point, like I feel like my family is maximum size.
As far as having kids go, don't do it. It's overrated.
No,
Brent,
my wife and I both agree. She does not want children. I do not want children. Whatever instinct that you have as a human being, that when you see a baby, you go, "Oh, it's so cute. I have an instinctual need to protect it." I don't have that.
No.
I'm like, leave me alone. And like, if a baby crawled into my house, I would probably, I wouldn't drown it in the bathtub, but I would want to drown it in the bathtub. There's the line. Like, I'm not such a terrible person to where I would like kill a baby. I am a terrible enough person where I'd go, "You can't leave your baby here. I do not like your baby."
no, what you're saying is, if the baby crawled in your house, you'd open the back door and let it crawl right on back out.
You know what I mean?
There
It's
you
a
go.
weird example. I mean, like, you know,
Out you
if a baby burglar like broke into my house, I don't mean like a baby wiggled through my cat flap or something. Like, if a baby wiggled through the cat flap, I would pick up the baby, check it for tags, see if it's microchipped, and then turn it back around and push it back out of the cat flap. Like,
That sounds like the name of a hip hop album. A baby
does.
wiggled through the cat flap. Is what that is.
that's right. That's my #1 single. Like, I don't
I
like kids, and I don't like other people's kids, and
See,
like,
I've got 2 kids, and I still understand that. Like, no offense to anybody out there that's a parent, but I hate other people's kids.
no, it's not offense to any. It's not like I hate someone's individual children. I've had to have this conversation before with like, I don't hate your kids. I hate kids.
In general.
Like, and you know, if you've got the patience to raise a cool, decent human being, fucking all kinds of respect. More power to you. You're gonna make the next breed of not shitbirds. Like, go raise your kid cool, do it right. The world needs not shitty people. So, you know, a lot of respect for people who are out there doing it. I just have no intention of joining your ranks.
I think that's part of that's the subtitle of the concept album. Baby crawled through my cat door. Future non-shitbird.
Right, future. That's the name of the hip hop group. Is Future Not Shitbirds.
Future not shitbirds. This is our breakthrough album. Baby crawled through the cat door.
Right, Baby Wiggle Through the Cat Flap. Our #1 jam.
Baby crawled through the cat.
Just,
Either that or that's some sort of funky sex talk. That's what that is.
baby, I'm gonna need you to wiggle through my cat flap. I'm gonna bite my wallet, and I'm gonna need you to wiggle through my cat flap.
How much do you charge for a cat flap wiggle? I just need to know how much.
I
that is.
don't give cat flap wiggles. I request cat flap wiggles. That's the line.
I didn't choose the cat flap wiggle lifestyle. The cat flap wiggle lifestyle chose me.
That's right.
I want to get that tattooed in Old English on my stomach. Cat flap wiggle.
Cat flap wiggle. Oh God.
To get that. I'm just gonna get Freem tattooed on me, but like flaps rule everything around me. Shit, it's going weird places. See, I'm glad I showed up. I'm glad I didn't bail on you guys. I was really tempted because of how ill of a mood I was in. I have never bought alcohol so angry in my life. I was furious. Like, I just like, I checked to see if I had any whiskey. I did not. And so at the end of the day, I was like, fuck this gay earth. I'm going to set it on fire. And
See, but the truth is, Gingy, is that the people you bought the whiskey from are used to people coming in pissed
well,
off.
that's probably true. I didn't buy whiskey. 'Cause I didn't have time.
Yeah.
Because I crawled out from under the sink going, is it time for game yet? It's probably getting close. Should I go? And I looked at the microwave clock, and it was like, yeah, game starts in like 10 minutes, boss. So I was like, I don't have time to run to the liquor store. The liquor store that I like is out by Anna's house, and I'm not driving out there. So I went to the convenient, and I was going to just get a 40 and say, fuck it. But then they had tall boy cans of Angry Orchard, and that's something I can actually enjoy drinking.
The Angry Orchard is one of those that they're real
Science.
good if they're real cold. I can't drink them if they're at all warm.
Well, I bought 2, like 40 ounces of Angry Orchard,
I
and
can't
I'm going to
imagine
drink them both.
cider
by
in
the
a
end of the
can.
day. It's
Is the cider in a can?
It's in a
Yeah.
can.
That's kind of funky.
Strongbow's better in a can.
You know, I would agree with that. Strongbow is stronger, and it's a little more bitter, and I like that. But, you know,
Yeah.
any
they
port in
didn't
the
play
storm. But yeah, that liquor store that just opened up by your house is fucking incredible. They have a $300 bottle of Odin's blood, scotch, and I have to know what it tastes like because it comes in a Viking burial ship.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was behind a glass door, and I was staring at it. I'm like, when my pay rate increase comes in that they've been promising me since February, I'm gonna go buy a $300 bottle of scotch. I've never bought a $300 bottle of anything before, and I kind of want to. I'll feel fancy for the day. And then I'll probably invite a couple of people to try it, but only people who I know appreciate good scotch, which is like 3 people that I know. And it's like the most I've ever spent on a bottle of alcohol. I bought a $500 bottle of whiskey once that was for my mother. It was her 50th birthday, and it's an exceptionally hard to find bottle of whiskey. And I went halves on it with my sister.
She shared it with you.
She did. No, she has. She has nursed it. My mom is 55, 6 now, and she's nursed it. She still has some left. And there have been a few times where, she's like, why don't you come over and have some of this with me? It's like a 20-year-old bottle of Pappy Van Winkle, and they only make like 8 bottles a year. And I just went into like a shitty corner liquor store that should not be carrying it. They just had a bottle, like in the glass under the counter. And I just stared at it, and I stared at the guy, and I was like, And he's like, yeah, we just got it. I was like, and he went, yeah, we're only getting the one. And I was like, how much? He's like, yeah, that one's $500. And I said, okay, give me a minute. And I called my sister and said, yo, I found Mom's 50th birthday present. If you can throw me like $250, like now, because this thing's not going to be here for very long. And told her what it was, and she knew what it was, and she actually drove up to the liquor store, met me, and gave me cash, and we went in on the bottle.
Nice.
It's just hard for me to think that anything with the name Pappy in the title is worth $500.
I tell you what, it legitimately is about the smoothest whiskey I've ever drank in my life. It was really good. I don't know if it was $500 good. Like, if I saw a second bottle of it, I'd be like, I'm good. Like, I've had it. I feel fortunate to have it. Don't need to have it again. But that
other
one
stuff you brought to Donovan's, the good stuff that you brought was really good.
Oh, I don't even remember what that was.
What it was.
It might have been because I bring scotch and stuff to parties every now and again. What was that? I don't know what that was. That's another good thing too. My mom's clients know she's like a whiskey connoisseur, and so Christmas and birthdays, things like that, she'll get handed like $100, $200 bottles of whiskey.
God
And
damn.
sometimes, yeah, her clients are all loaded as fuck. And so every now and again she'll call me and go like, hey, look, I just opened this like bottle of cognac, and apparently I don't like cognac. Do you want a couple $100 bottle of cognac? Like, I'll try it. And if I don't like it all that much, I'll bring it to a party. And sometimes if I really, really like it, I'll bring it to a party. I'm trying to remember, like the last time I brought a good scotch to a party, it was, God, it's gonna kill me. It's whatever, fucking, and I'm gonna make an admittance. I'm gonna make an admittance because I bought a good scotch based on a TV show. I'm not super proud of it, but I was like, this character I like drinks this scotch. I want to try this scotch.
It was Magnum PI, wasn't it?
It wasn't. It was Parks and Rec. So I was like, I want to drink the scotch Ron Swanson drinks, and so I got some, and it was fucking real good. I'm drawing a blank on its name at the moment, but it was quite very good. Lagavulin. It was a bottle of Lagavulin.
When are you gonna start going into the Glen Gooley Blue?
I've had Glen Gooley. I've had some of that. I like whiskey bourbon more than I like scotch, but I like scotch. But I was kind of telling myself like I was going to get a nice bottle of something to celebrate my promotion at work whenever they start paying me at my promotion salary. And I think it might have to be that bottle of like the Odin's Blood Viking burial ship scotch, just because it's metal as fuck. It's like a fucking front of a Viking burial ship with like an Odin face burned into it.
What is it called? Odin's Blood?
So it's
I have to
Odin.
look this up.
Odin something. The word Odin was definitely in it, and it was definitely in like a burial ship.
Let's
I
see.
may have taken a picture of it with my phone. I took a lot of pictures.
Is it like a black bottle?
I couldn't see the bottle. I could just see the wood around the bottle.
'Cause I think I may have it right here. Hang on.
Possibly. I could see the wood form around the bottle. I don't think I could actually see the glass.
Is that it there in chat?
Hold on, let me open chat. While we're waiting for Steve, I'm playing Skyforge, which is very... That looks like the same wood, but it might be from the same line.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, because this one was like a 24 or something year. Yeah, but the wood frame's very similar.
Nice.
Yeah, I saw that on the shelf because this new liquor store, like my end of town, didn't really have any nice liquor stores. It just had, places you could go and get booze, but nothing that you're going to write home about.
Right.
Then one right by Anna's house opened, and I had to go in there, and they have an entire room of just like really upscale whiskeys. Like it's a glass cabineted room full of there was a 40-year-old bottle of Ladyburn going for about $2,500. And I was just in there staring.
You're not talking about the party barn, are you?
The liquor bar that just opened up right next to the mall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope.
Wow. Okay. I
That's
haven't
like
been
the
there.
best liquor store in the damn city now.
Oh, okay. I have to go in there now.
Yeah. Oh, it's
it's liquor
it's full
barn.
of shit.
Okay.
Well, liquor barn's always been kind of nice, but
Yeah. But it's a liquor barn. I didn't realize it had all that in it.
they normally don't. But I was
like, what?
I normally have to drive to the East End to go to a liquor bar that sells things I like. And so I was like, oh, cool. One's practically in my backyard. Let's go check it out. It's nuts in there. They had the entire Hall of Whiskey room with insane shit that I wasn't expecting to see for sale in there. So like a $2,000+ 40-year-old single malt Scotch. But yeah, it's awesome. In the very back of it, there's just the Hall of Whiskeys.
Welcome to the Hall of Whiskey.
There's an animatronic out front.
Right.
Oh, there better be just a Colonel Sanders or something howdy.
Dispenses whiskey out of his chest.
Dude, it could dispense it from his teat and I would suckle it.
Come on in, suckle fucking
Suckle the Colonel. That's our second album, by the way.
suckle the kernel. Yeah.
Suckle the Colonel. Wiggle that baby through my flaps. Suckle the Colonel.
Trying to think of what else has been going on lately.
You got fucked at work. I got fucked at work.
Yeah.
Fucked is hard. You got a baby through your flap. No lube. They at least buttered it up before they put the baby through my flap.
I'm so fucking aggravated about that whole thing. To be bluntly honest about it.
Great.
You have
So I've got a
every
drunk.
right.
I'm gonna have a drunk angry sorcerer and a drunk angry GM.
No, I'm
Y'all
not drinking.
Die. Ceiling falls.
I'm-
10,000 damage.
No, I've got to work tomorrow, and if I started drinking, it would not happen.
I got 2 tall boys of cider. Not the strongest alcohol in the world, especially at my tolerances, but I'm gonna drink them both real fast until I get fun. That's my plan.
You should have stopped at my house. I got a bunch of stuff in the basement.
You got a bunch of
Bunch of stuff in the basement, huh?
Strong.
right? I mean, does it smell like chloroform?
Right.
It rubs the whiskey on its skin.
That's right.
All the stuff you're trying to get rid of in your basement belong to a crazy person.
Yeah.
Does Anna's basement smell like leather and chloroform? Is that what's going on?
I think that's what's happening.
You can probably find that stuff in it. I
Jesus.
still haven't completely cleaned it out yet. It's
There needs to be there's a point where my ex, after I begged forever to come get her bullshit from my place, and it didn't happen. I eventually had to garbage bag all of it up, and basically say,
Be right back.
I am putting it in the front yard on Tuesday. You are welcome to come by and pick it up. I am not going to be paying attention to who comes by and picks it up.
I
So if
remember
it's
that.
not you, you should have acted quicker.
Yeah, I remember that.
Some of this stuff is worth some money, so I wouldn't put it in a garbage bag.
Right, but I mean, you want to get rid of it, and there's a point where, you gotta left to their own devices, they'll never come get it. So
Well,
it's like I after I got to that point, I was like, I'm sitting it outside. If you want it, come get it. If someone else
I've,
gets it first, that's still
I've
your fault.
started giving stuff away.
I just want to point that out, Gingy. You now have a #1 country hit. The heart-rending begged forever for her to come get her shit from my place in B minor.
Dude, well, a long time ago, my ex-wife, I wound up filling up a garbage bag of her bullshit, drove it to her mom's house, threw it as hard as I could against the garage door, and peeled out. So I was just like, "Fuck your shit, I'm out."
Well, I boxed all of it. I boxed most of it up, and it's in the garage. There's some places at the house, but
I literally put it in a garbage bag.
well, when we broke up, I boxed everything up to get it out of the house because I didn't want to see it, and then I was out of town for a month. I was in Huntsville for a month.
Yeah.
Right after that, so I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that's what you just gotta do is just get the shit out of your
I
line of sight. I don't want to look at your shit anymore. How about that? Yeah. And that was after months of me trying to be really nice and diplomatic. Like, please come get it. Please. Just come get your stuff. I already boxed it up. It's all ready for you. It's good to go. Just come get it. And that eventually turned into, it's on the fucking front yard. You have until the time someone else notices it to come get it.
The crackheads are starting to eye your shit.
Right. I'm seeing a lot of pickup trucks driving by real slow. The fucking junkers around my area do not play. I threw out a couch once, and it was like an old from the 70s, like fold-out bed couch. So it was all like steel and mechanical. It weighed more than God. And I put it in the front yard. I left long enough to go to the grocery store. When I came out, it looked weird, but still totally intact in the same place. And I went up to it, and I was like, why does this look weird? Somebody had removed
Stripped
all
the
the
metal?
cushions. Yeah. And then unfolded all the bed parts, stripped all of the metal framework from inside. It was basically a squishy ghost of the couch. It was just cushions, and the mattress was still inside the framework. The mattress was holding the shape together at that point. I mean, surgical. They didn't destroy it. They didn't like flip it over to get the metal. Someone surgically removed the skeleton from this couch and left a nearly perfectly intact couch. It was just a little extra droopy. So I parked my car and poked it. I was like, why does the couch look weird? Yeah. And this happened in none time. Like, I was at the store for 45 minutes tops, and some surgeon came over and pirated all the metal out of it. Like, I had to assume it was like Magneto.
I like those people because
I
they get
pulled
rid
the
of
metal
stuff.
from your couch.
Right.
Charles?
I think Magneto just used his mind, and it was like, wow, old friend. And just fucking stripped it. But no, I agree. That's, they helped me get rid of bullshit.
Yep. You put something out on the curb for a day, and if nobody takes it, hey, you take it back in, wait for junk or something. Usually it's
No.
gone.
I make a commitment. If somebody doesn't take it in a couple of days, that's usually when I flip it over into a dumpster. Like, I will put it in my car, drive to the car wash, and go, hope nobody's looking, and dumpster it.
Well, you probably have the rules, like you said, like you can set out certain types of trash, or will the garbage man pick up everything?
No, we have certain types of trash, and then 4 times a year we have, like, junk day, where they'll come and
Okay.
get anything.
That's what because
That's only in the city proper. That's not
it's like
outside.
like
That's
Valdez.
true, but I'm in the city proper, so
Yeah.
The rule for Valdez is like, I mean, don't put hazardous chemicals in them because they will actually go, well, we are going to track down fingerprints and shit, figure out what asshole did, like half full paint cans. But you could take furniture and put it in the dumpsters. Like, as long as you get it into the dumpsters, we don't care. And you know what? If you get it in front of the dumpster, there's, like if you go, hey, look, I want to throw away this couch. It won't fit in the dumpster because it would fill the entire dumpster. I'm going to set it in front of it. The trash guys who come around to grab the dumpsters are like, dude, I can get the forks under that. I'll lift it up. They don't care. It's amazing. It's like it's just like magic, and just like any place. If you treat the garbage bin like a human being, or like go out and go, hey guys, thanks a lot for grabbing that can last time. I know that sucker was heavy and palm a 10 spot. Those are the same guys who be like, hey, you wanted to take those paint cans from your garage? Just put them out here. They're like, put it out here. But we did the I did the fridge for my neighbor. It's like, yeah, you're supposed to take the doors off and stuff. The guy's like, dude, we're going to throw the back of the truck. It's going to crush it into a little flat piece of metal. It's good. Oh, okay. This will get in the truck? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
they,
it's still-
I
it
had
was,
stuff in my garbage can. Yep, I'm not ashamed.
oh, the horrific one was the I don't know how many houses down it was. It was like the guy at the end of my block, but I knew he was going to do it. He got a black bear, and it was his first black bear. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna slaughter it up in the garage," and I'm laughing because I'm going, I've seen the way this guy does his theories of cleaning, which is just keep throwing it on the bonfire until it's all gone. So he took all his like the plastic tarps and stuff he laid down, the towels he used to catch the extra, and the little bits of gunk, and he just put it in the dumpster.
All right, I am back, but I'm going to go ahead and eat, so we don't have to worry about taking a break for me to eat later in the game. After
Yeah,
Steve
it makes
makes
sense.
it.
Because this
Good
is
idea.
going to be the most boring / confusing D&D game anyone's ever listened
It's
to.
gonna be. But
Well, hey, let's
at
rant
least,
about our imaginary child violence hip hop album and our garbage disposal techniques of choice.
Are you kidding?
You know what,
It's
let's-
going to happen, man. We're going to write that album.
at least the people, because I know there are a couple of new people in here tonight. At least they're getting an idea of everybody's personality as we sit around and wait for Steve to get here.
Fuck, this
Well,
is
that's
my
good. Even
personality when
Steve
I'm
not being here, they know it's part of his personality because he's
It's
always
just-
not here.
He's always not here. Or Steve will be like, oh, we did something. God damn it, Steve! Nah, he's just late. He had to work. But the clown who he threw all his shit in the dumpster, and I laughed because I walked by the dumpster 2 days after he had got his bear he was so proud of, and you could tell what was happening inside the dumpster, and it was like, yeah, it's 3 more days till trash pickup. And then the next day, you could see what was escaping from the dumpster through the cracks in the dumpster. Yeah, it was the and then it was kind of raining a little bit too, so they were kind of coming out in streams. It was the streams of living critters.
Oh God! Did I ever tell you about the time that the first time after the divorce, I cursed my ex-wife's black heart like to the grave?
Go
Like,
on.
I was taking it pretty good for a while. Like it was a rough while I was trying to figure out how to pay my bills. But then after I got my shit together, I got to start processing it correctly, and I cleaned up all of her shit. I think this is after I put it all in a garbage bag and threw it at her mom's place because that's catharsis. But but for the most part, I wasn't like staying up at night and screaming her name at the wall or anything like that until there was this time. I don't use the microwave very much. I usually don't like the kind of food that you put in a microwave. It usually makes your food kind of wet and gross. So I usually don't microwave much. But I forgot what I was hungry for. It was probably just popcorn. I said, hey, I'm going to use this microwave. I hadn't touched the microwave since she moved out. So I opened the microwave, and there was like a Chinese food container in it, like Chinese takeout, little paper box in it. And I went, oh, that's gross. How did I not smell this? Because when I opened the microwave, it stunk like a hot bag of farts. But for whatever reason, the microwave kept the smell in pretty proper. Because I wasn't playing Find the Smell or anything like that before I opened it. So I opened it, and I'm like, oh, gross, and there's rice everywhere. The rice is moving. Oh
The
my
rice is
God,
not-
the rice
that
is
is not
moving.
rice.
Oh,
That's
have you
not
heard?
rice.
Have you heard about the pan at Phil, Mike, and Dave's place that had but what is that hamburger meat and macaroni and cheese?
Hamburger helper?
Hamburger helper. It had hamburger helper in it, and it was one of those skillets that had a lid on it.
Yeah.
Mike had made it and left it there, and it stayed there for like 6 months. No joke.
Oh,
So
gross.
one day when they started cleaning the apartment, they were like, "Oh, what? This has been here for a long time. What's up with this?" And they tried to open it, and they couldn't get it open. And then they were like, "Oh."
Well, once I saw all the maggots in the microwave, I just
Closed door.
I closed the microwave door. I pulled out a garbage bag. I scooped the entire microwave into the garbage bag.
Yeah.
I threw it out the front door of the apartment, called her mother, and insulted her viciously. That was one time. The second time, I cursed her Blackheart, and I believe I called her I called her daughter something horrible to her mother. It was right after the divorce. Like, she left all kinds of important shit in my apartment. She left her like college diploma or her high school diploma and her birth certificate and like some legit important paperwork. She left, but she took a bunch of dumb bullshit. And one day I was like, I'm gonna eat some toast, and then I saw that she took the toaster, and I lost my shit. Like, for whatever reason, that day, that was the breaking point. I lost my mind. I called her mom. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I hope you and your whore daughter are happy with all the fucking toast you can make, and hung up the phone. Lost my fucking shit because I couldn't make toast. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why. That was like, I think, the first point of real catharsis. Because at that point, like, I hadn't yelled, and I was just like, man, life's weird sometimes. And then that exploded into, go fuck yourself with that toaster, you're an ass, and I lost my mind.
I am enjoying that visual image of you just cursing at a phone. I hope you hold on, I'm enjoying all the toast. It's just like this long pause.
And it sucks. And I think I've apologized since to her mom, because her mom was actually really cool to me. Really didn't deserve my ire. But it was like, you're the only one who's going to answer the phone right now about her.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was just like, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. That's relatively normal for me. I'm an insomniac, but it was just like, man, it's 3 o'clock. I'm kind of hungry. I'm not real hungry. I should eat something. I'll have some toast. Toast sounds good. And then, one of those things where after you put the nugget in your brain, like, it starts sounding real good. Like, fuck yeah, toast. And then once the toast was denied to me, I lost my shit.
And it's more like, I wonder if she could even, because you were like Tourette'ing on the phone.
Oh yeah, no, I made an ass of myself about this toaster. I was a child about this toaster. There was no adult rationale. It was gone. No, I was a giant baby about that fucking toaster.
What's the neighbor boy screaming about? I don't know.
No, I was in a little apartment too. There's no way my neighbors weren't like, holy shit, he's a crazy person. They were probably listening on the walls like, I think he's fucking screaming.
And you do realize, of course, the number one angry rap single, "Whore Toast," is the second song. That's the second song on our Breakthrough album.
Hope you and Toast are very happy together.
We need to write this stuff down. The titles of the songs for our band. Horse Toast is the angry song.
Like I said, like, I've inherited my dad's anger, but like I didn't inherit his trigger. My dad would go ape shit over whatever.
I'm back.
It usually takes time for me to go ape shit about something, but when I do, I go irrational ape shit. And much less as I keep getting older, which is great. Like, I'm hoping by the time I'm 40, I totally have it in check. But
it doesn't. 40's not. It's like, I think it's like 60, but then it comes back when you're 70. So like, if you've got a trigger
at that point,
in your 40s, it's still there. When you hit 60, it calms down. But when you hit like 70, it comes back.
When you hit 70, you don't have to give a shit anymore. At that point, I'll just like like all of the anger that I've worked hard to dam inside of me over the years, I'll just let it wash over me like I'm just a fucking warm shower. It's like I'll be, they'll deny my senior discount at a McDonald's and I'll fucking flip a register.
Sir, what are you doing? I'm bathing in my hate.
Right.
Delicious. So warm.
Hate bath is the #1 jam.
There we go. Hate bath. That's the third song on our companion album.
Did Steve give an idea of when he was going to be home? Anybody?
He said it was going to be an hour late.
Yeah.
So.
But we're probably pushing that, aren't we?
Yeah, we're past that.
We're coming right up,
now.
actually. Just under, just over.
Yeah, Steve should be here soon-ish.
Damn you, Steve. Damn yous. Fist shake.
Yeah, so it's like today just sucks so bad. When I found out like my wife is off tomorrow too, like I'm calling in tomorrow and I'm gonna have a good goddamn day. I'm gonna manifest a good day.
I like that concept. Just gonna. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I will
Well,
create
it's
a
easy
good
enough
day
to
of-
do. Just keep a mental list of the shit that you like doing, and then go take a day and go do
Right?
it.
Go do it. Don't do anything
Yeah.
else.
Right. Fuck everything else. It's like, I love going to the movies. The movies is like one of my personal churches, man. If I have a shitty day, I can usually go to the movies and feel better about myself. And it's really nice to have that level of emotional control over yourself. I can emotionally manipulate myself. Like, I'm in a shitty ass mood. I know, I'll go to the movies and I'll walk out fine. So tomorrow I'm going to go to the movies. I don't know what I'm going to see yet, but I'm going to go to the movies. I'm going to get that fucking faucet installed, or I'm going to burn the house down trying. It's a nice faucet too. It looks good. It's like I want it installed and full of water.
Fire department does the research. It looks like the cause of the fire was that the faucet wasn't installed properly.
Well, one of the things too is like there's like this long threaded like metal stem coming out of the main center of the faucet, and so of course there's like a plate that goes underneath that, and then a huge old nut. And Huge Old Nut's the name of my fifth album. But and so that goes up and pressure plates it, and it holds it against the bottom of the sink so it doesn't wiggle around. And except the threading stops. And apparently I guess it's designed for a thicker sink or something because, it won't screw up far enough to actually hold it in place. It wiggles. So I was like, well, what the shit? So, and that on top of other issues, I decided to go to Delta's their website, and they were like, "Oh yeah, here's a video of us installing that model." I'm like, "Yeah, cool. Let me watch it. Maybe I missed something." And so I watched it, and the dude puts the thing underneath the faucet, and then before he grabs this huge old nut, he grabs this brass sleeve and slides that on there. Well, what the fuck is this brass sleeve? That would fix my goddamn problems. So I checked the manual. It's not listed. I went through the box. I'm really organized about this sort of thing. I wouldn't have just thrown parts willy-nilly. Everything is still in the box that hasn't been installed on the goddamn faucet. No metal sleeve. No mention of it. It's
Wait,
not
wait,
the
not
manual.
this huge metal sleeve. What kind of metal sleeve was it?
Huge old metal sleeve.
Huge old metal sleeve on my brass nut.
For my
Indeed,
huge
my-
old brass nut.
For my huge old brass nut.
But, so I was like, well, what the fuck is this part? Because he's clearly needing it. I sure
Yep.
seem to need it. And so I went on their website, and they're like, oh, yeah, if you need to buy our optional mounting hardware, that's $17.
Oh, what
I was
a
like-
bunch of...
Right. I was like, at that point, I was like, eat a bag of dicks, Delta.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Damn yous all. I was waiting for you to actually say what the video really was. It was like the fucking cooking show. It shows the guy going, all right, we've laid it all our parts, but we're running a little
Right.
tight on time. So we'll come over here to our finished sink.
Right.
Doesn't
Yeah.
that look good?
It's like, how to draw an owl. Draw two
Right.
circles and then draw the rest of the fucking owl.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
No,
you know
that's-
how it's going to turn out, though, Jids? I'm going to use my prediction, but you're going to laugh about it. I'm going to laugh, and then you're going to go. You're going to say, "Fuck it, going to the movies." You're going to have it all done. You're like, "Yes!" And the wife's going to high five you, and you're going to go like, "All right." Shh. You're going to turn the sink. And you're going to do that. I'm testing it right in the middle. It looks great, and you're going to realize, wait a minute, shouldn't left be cold and right be hot? God damn it!
Well, at least, okay, the taps are very flexible, so if that happens, I can flip them real easy. Because, yeah, trust me, I thought about that. That would be a simple enough fix, because it actually came with some pretty solid, like, nice-looking lines for, like, hooking up to the tap and whatnot, so that's good, at least. Damn it! Stupid thing keeps murdering me in Skyforge. It's dumb. Like, I feel like I need to be pursuing other classes right now, but I'm enjoying one of the starter classes too much.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Damn it! I just realized that Fortnite ended like on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
What's Fortnite?
Who's what they?
What is Fortnite?
Fortnite is it's a third-person base building shooter game that is in alpha at the moment, and I realized that the alpha ends on like Tuesday.
You need to get in on the Skyforge though before the open beta ends. It's like City of Heroes and Secret World had a weird butt baby. Like, the powers feel very superhero MMO-esque. They're very quick, and it's not a bunch of number slapping.
Yeah.
It's very quick and dodgy. Like it's got that secret world like, shift and WASD dodges and
I played through it a little bit during the alpha, or closed beta, or whatever it was.
yeah, I really dig it.
like-
It keeps opening more gameplay aspects up. I really like that. Like you'll just keep playing and then you'll do another mission and it'll go, oh, by the way, did you know you get followers because you're a god now? I'm like, oh wait, what? Okay, yeah. Then it took me down to a shrine of my goddamn visage. They're like, behold your glorious statue, where all the people come to worship your ass. I'm like, all right,
Be right back. Grabbing a cup of coffee.
Worship me.
yeah.
There's
No,
statues.
this game's not good if you got an ego problem. Because it's like, as you get more worshippers, we will rebuild your statue in fine crystal. And
That's what you need to convince Steve's character to do now, is start carving your likeness in crystal.
right, that's a rock.
Right? It's close enough.
Well, it's a different matrix, but still,
It's close
earthen.
enough. Right?
I can have a logic argument about how a rock creature could forge crystal, and or compress me some diamonds out of some carbon.
I think that Steve would have to make some pretty high rolls for that to work. But I'm not saying it's not possible.
Fucking
So
Steve.
how come they can't compress some and do that with the PIM particles?
What?
Not,
Did you say with the pimp particles? Is that what I
Yeah,
said?
because the PIM particle just lengthens or just shortens and lengthens. The movie didn't really get into lengthen all that much, but he was like Giant Man at one point in junk, so it'll be like, but it works both ways.
It's
But,
the wrong
like,
kind of movie for lengthening things.
But like, okay, so it changes the distance between molecules, but not its density, and I believe you have to compress the density to the point of it forming a matrix to actually get a diamond out of coal.
So you guys that are in chat, and because I see a bunch of new people in here, we don't just it's one of our members had to work tonight, so he is running a bit late. So we are at the moment, Queen Derp, thank you for that follow. We are at the moment sitting here and bullshitting, but we will eventually roll some dice and try to kill some people at some point. Mainly, I'm going to try to kill them, but I haven't been successful yet. I apparently need to work on it. I guess I should take a moment and say that we do have a giveaway going on. So,
It's
do.
true.
and I will throw that information up there in chat here in just a second. So that is for us hitting 100 followers, which we did last week, which was fantastic. And you guys, I think we've got a ton. Like in the last week or two, we've just gotten a ton of followers. It's
Like
it's amazing.
120-ish.
So it
Yeah.
seems.
It's
Oh shit!
it's
Sorry.
so much fun. Ow!
I'm
So
blurting out with my my Tourette's there.
How dare you!
I was looking at movie times. I'm like, I want to go to the movies tomorrow. What am I going to go see? And Mr. Holmes came out.
Mr.
Yeah.
Holmes.
Oh, is that the one
Yeah.
with Ian McKellen?
Ian
The-
McKellen
the-
playing.
Older Sherlock
Yeah.
Holmes.
Yeah,
Sweet.
yeah.
Yup. It looks good. It looks good as shit.
That's one I would fly to Anchorage to see.
You know what we haven't done in a while is like, and because there are a whole bunch of new people, we should probably do an introduction thing when Steve
Magical
gets here.
bullshit.
Fuck that.
No,
Just,
the only person
just
we
like,
need to
hey, this
Hi,
is
I'm
my
Steve.
voice, and I am this person.
Hi, I'm Steve.
I'm just checking.
I'm always late.
checking. Yeah. Hi, I'm also Steve.
No, you're not.
I like-
you're
I
actually
like-
here.
I like to push babies into my cat flap.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Ant-Man's out. That was good. I wouldn't be opposed to seeing it again. Trainwreck, I hear, is really, really funny, but
It might be a train wreck.
yeah. Minions, god damn it. The most
terrible.
over-marketed movie I've ever
Terrible.
seen in my life.
Everyone who's seen it, everyone I've talked to has seen it. That are my nerd type people that I respect
Yeah.
from. They're like, it's terrible.
Yeah,
Terrible.
yeah. Jurassic
Terrible.
World is out.
Turrible.
Jurassic World is a hot pile of garbage, by the way.
It's
that movie
bad.
was fucking bad.
Really?
But
I
again-
heard people that loved it, is what I heard.
I'm sure.
It's badly written. There are so many, like, all the Jurassic Park movies had derp, but this one has so much derp, it rolls over the Uncanny Valley, and just makes you go,
Rolling King, thank you for that follow.
Most people are enjoying that movie and they're walking out going, man, the original Jurassic Park was good. And it's just and there's so many purposeful scene like parallels to like pretty much just evoke positive memories of Jurassic Park.
Yep.
Oh, I remember that.
Did they just get a little too much like, you see what we did there? Remember this?
Yeah,
But
it was
again,
real. It was real
missed-
ham-handed about
they
it too.
missed the golden opportunity, and I know there needs to be a director's cut special edition. It's like when it's released on home video, because everybody knows what I'm talking about. There is a scene that absolutely demands a bro fist bump between two dinosaurs.
Yeah, there does.
Because it left like an 8-second gap there where you know the CGI guys went, okay, and they fist claw bump and walk away.
Yeah, and that's one of the. I threw my hands up in the air, without giving anything away for anybody who hasn't seen it. But there's a moment where two dinosaurs are buddies, and I was just like, oh great, the fucking power of friendship conquers the fuck all, and just wanted to walk out with my hands in the air.
Hey, we have 15 billion buddy cop movies. It's time the dinosaurs got one, okay?
Right.
If you made a buddy cop dinosaur movie, just don't try to sneak it into another movie. Full tilt. Just Officer Raptor is 5 days from retirement, and
Triceratops.
you fucking loose cannon comes in.
It would be he's a solo predator from the Paleolithic era.
Right.
He's a pack hunter from the the Dodonolus era. Dude,
One's
never
a
think they work
carnivore.
together.
One's a
carnivore.
herbivore.
One's a herbivore.
Shinji, we need to get with the folks that made Kung Fury and get a buddy cop
Yes.
dinosaur movie
I would watch that.
with Triceratops.
Wait,
I could-
there you go.
Triceratops,
And
absolutely.
that's what it is. There's a Triceratops. There it is. But the T-Rex comes in, the Raptor comes in, and it's a Stegosaurus going, God damn it, you two! I don't
Right.
care if you're used to working without a partner.
Right. You blew up a city block. But
And the T-Rex is definitely Danny Glover. He's always like, rah 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 rah. 2 more weeks and I was going to retire.
You're right,
Rah, rah,
right.
rah, rah.
Get too old for this shit.
The Raptors, are the crazy. They're the crazy fucking Riggs character because they're just insane. They're like,
7.8 billion years old, too old
What is
for
it?
this shit.
45 times our size. Let's attack! Rah! They're just crazy.
Yeah,
Like, God
I would
damn
watch
it.
that movie. I would watch that movie so hard because I
I
like
demand
dumb movies,
we need
but
to
I
get
like
that.
to know I'm going into a dumb movie.
We
I need to
now
know
make
from the
that
get-go.
movie. Dinosaur buddy cop movie
Dude,
starring Danny Glover as the.
Okay, I'm gonna pitch you a better Jurassic Park sequel right now. Okay, all right. No, hear me out. Here's what could have been, and when you hear it, you're gonna be mad that it wasn't. So, camera pans in, seeing like low kind of camera chase, and you just see dinosaur legs, just like a bunch of like a fucking pack of them, just dinosaur legs running across the ground, and the camera pans up slowly. All of them have Jeff Goldblum's face. Where, when they were doing the genetic experimentation, maybe he cleaned some of the test tubes with his own spit, but he got put into the woodwork, and now Life Found a Way. That's what it's called. Jurassic Park: Life Found a Way. They're all Jeff Goldblum. They don't speak English or anything like that, but they make very Goldblum-esque sounds when they roar. It's like, and that I would pay $100 to see every day for the rest of my life. Just fucking Goldblum Park. Just a whole bunch of just Jeff Goldblum face dinosaurs
have you
being
ever
normal
seen,
dinosaurs, or I guess in this case you'd call them dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs. You watched Cracked, the YouTube channel, maybe occasionally, and they have the one After Hours, and they talked about the horrifying implied realities of the Jurassic Parks, and it's the fact that like the first Jurassic Park, all of the things in there were clones, including the people, because they're like, we can do dinosaurs, obviously we can do people, so like they're like, how many times have we had this character die? How many? And it was like everybody's clones, and so like they're like, oh, the irony of that scene when Goldblum's character is doing the chaos theory, like, oh yeah, we know all about it, buddy. You're Goldblum number 407. We've almost got it right.
Yeah, That's so legit too when you think about it. It's just like, yeah, like, oh, Plan B happened, and it murdered that guy on the toilet, and fat guy made off with the shaving cream can of dinosaur jizz, and I know that's not what it was, but it's what it was in my head.
Close enough. Close
And
enough. And then,
yeah.
of course, the endings of the experiments are always the same. Where like, if the helicopter's flying off, and then suddenly, boom, it's swinging on a string. Like, what's going on? And then 4 soldiers just lean in and shoot the survivors in the heads. And they go, okay, they made it this far. Make a note of that.
Yeah, you can't have anyone remember this experiment to get the next experiment successful.
Spin up
Got to
Goldblum
have a
number
clean
57.
control group.
But we're not doing anything original. Yeah, we know, Mr. Goldblum.
No. Have you ever
he
seen
finds
the
a way.
movie? Have you ever seen Moon?
Mm-hmm.
God, I love that movie. Similar
Yes, I have.
concept. They don't have to know they're clones. They
Yep.
think they're just waking
I
up
thought
the day
that
on the
was an
job.
excellent movie. I thought that was
Oh,
an
the movie
excellent.
was amazing.
By the way, for those who've never read the book, there's a book called The Martian that came out about a year and a half ago about very based on NASA's real stuff about how manned Mars missions would go, and it was based on a hypothetical scenario of bad accident, but the guy survives, but they can't go back and get him. Made an excellent book written as a diary of the survivor.
It's about to be a movie too.
It is about, because literally Matt Damon read it and said, "This is a script for a movie right here," and they went, "Well, we haven't been playing." He goes, "I'll pay for it." Okay, so
I didn't know that. I knew he was
Yeah.
in it, and I knew
Matt
that
Damon-
it looked really good.
Matt Damon pretty much read that and went to his agent and said, "This is a phenomenal book." And his agent said, "I read it too," and he went, "This should be a movie. It's practically a movie right now. This is a script for a movie." Well, and he's like, "If the studio doesn't want it, I will pay for it myself, because I can make this movie for $100 million and make $1 billion. It's a good story." It's like, bam. Well, guys, our cash cow has said if we don't jump on this, he will. So we better make this movie. That's why it's a movie, because Matt Damon went, "This is a fucking good book," and I was like, "Oh my god, I do like Matt Damon. Damn it."
Hey, Bodacious. Bodacious Husky was one of the guys that started following on the Basics game, and he's in. We normally start at 5:30, but one of our members had to work, so we are kind of sitting here shooting the shit until he gets here. So no, you haven't missed anything.
And that is an excellent name, by the way, Bodacious Husky.
I just imagine like a little fat husky with stumpy legs, like with the full-on butt cheeks.
And then
Whatever,
the 80s
Just
sunglasses.
full 80s sunglasses. Not even dogs don't really have butt cheeks. This dog has full-on butt cheeks.
Wait a minute. Would that be Bootylicious Husky?
No, they could still be bodacious. I don't know why. I just like in 80s.
Are they like the
camera
surfer
slow
shorts?
down. Like the camera's panning down, and you're just watching it from the butt, like walking down the street in slow motion. It passes 3 dudes on skateboards who have to pull their sunglasses down to check out that ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that
It's,
junk.
it's playing
All
that
junk
one
Husky
fucking
bump.
song, like that. Oh yeah.
Doo-doo. Yep.
That's what pops into my head. Is a
It-
fucking
it's-
is a dog with huge old butt
I
cheeks.
think that's a fair assumption.
That is.
It's
That's
got to
our
be
other
like.
movie. That's the other movie we're going to make, other than the one about the clones from Jurassic Park. And we're going to do the whole
man.
soundtrack for it, because our breakthrough album just was an earworm.
Dinosaurs.
You know what? In matter of fact, Bodacious Bootylicious Husky. Bodacious Bootylicious Husky is another song on the album.
They have to check out that dog's butt over their sunglasses, though. There's no casual glancing
No,
at this. They
gotta
have to
pull it down
double
a little
take,
bit.
cartoon double take, pull those sunglasses down, and then high five each other. And be like, "Oh yeah." That's exactly how that scene works.
Wait a minute. I just like that concept. The Bodacious Huskies. I ran this thing, and we're at the bedroom. It worked out pretty well.
So what he's
The
talking
next
about
statement is, I haven't been able to get that out of my head. I'm like, this just sounds like a good story. It's probably
So-
nice and clean, but it's,
what he's actually talking about is I gave him a copy of the stuff that we ran for the D&D Basics game on Wednesday, for him to run with his group. He apparently enjoyed the story so much, which I will take as a compliment. And so he ran it with his group, and I guess it worked out pretty well, which is kind of awesome for being. I think it's like a third of the way done. It's not even completely finished yet.
excellent.
So, I'm glad I got that reaction out of you. I suppose.
Husky with butt cheeks.
Oh, I need to add that to the quote now. to the bot. I think that's gonna have to go into the
Husky with butt cheeks.
into the
Yeah,
into the
the old husky with butt cheeks, man.
You go
Which
husky
is
with butt
good.
cheeks, but you won't go with cat flap wiggle. I'm a little confused.
Husky with butt cheeks with Jeff Goldblum's face. Just desperately trying to wiggle its way through my cat flap.
Well, wait. Now the question is though, maybe it's 3 Jeff Goldblum clones who have to look over their sunglasses at the husky with bodacious booty.
That's it.
Does this conversation feel like a Google Deep Dream to anybody else?
No.
Just
Okay, so it's totally surfers checking out like over the sunglasses, but then Jeff Goldblum, because he's a jazz pianist, has got to be like that one '90s music video where he's just driving that piano down the middle of the street. You know, just drives down the street, sees that husky with butt cheeks, goes and just drives off.
Usually, I'm not one to enjoy the bestiality concepts
There
of
it
life,
is.
but look at that husky. Yeah.
There we go. So there's the first quotes in the bot now. I have not heard back from Steve. He said he would be here at 8:30 his time.
Steve?
It is 8:40 his time now.
Stupid butt cheeks.
See,
Damn it, Steve.
Steve actually forgot what day it is. He thinks it's Monday, and Monday is his support group for getting over his Sunday group.
I'm currently drinking my support group for this.
This is pretty much my support group for everything at this point.
Like, come on, Steve. I could
Right.
be wizarding something.
Right?
Or how it's been. I could be laying on the floor trying to wizard something and just fucking might as well make a fart noise every time I cast.
Oh.
Like, oh cool, do you want to attack that thing? Yep.
I don't know, you-
Alright, cool.
The lightning bolt last time was pretty impressive.
Okay, the lightning bolt was good. But
You guys made a mess in that hallway.
The lightning, you know what? The lightning bolt was probably one of the best use of because it hit. We didn't even see how many it hit because there were some that we hadn't seen yet that it just killed too. So it was like probably one of the best, not area effect, but like what's the phrase I'm looking for? Through effects, because it's like lightning goes through and hits the next target. So it was like fantastic.
I still have
that's
that
what I
hallway
think
up.
about
That's what that hallway ended up looking like after last week, right
Oh,
there.
that hallway was a gore fest.
I switched it over so the stream can see it. So that's what was left of I don't know, was it about 10 mobs or so? That sounds about right.
Ballpark.
Yeah,
Because there was a couple we never saw. They died
Yeah.
before we actually saw them.
So now there's nothing left but large blood splatters everywhere from them at this
I
point.
still got the last kill.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
Yeah. I don't like throwing a lightning bolt through my teammates, but at the same time it's like
I got hit by friendly fire twice.
I think you gave her the
I had
chance to
to-
get out of the way.
I did.
No,
I had to weigh, risk rewards there. And I was like,
I
you're
agree.
tough. You can take
agree.
this. And if I'm right, then we'll kill some dudes. And, I just like, it's like that last moment, just like I'm casting it, making eye contact with Brielle, just going, I'm sorry.
Mouthing. I'm sorry.
Like, sorry, not sorry.
I'm in my disease state. I have an illness.
If it was fire, I wouldn't have taken hardly any damage.
That's fair. I'll remember that.
Well, you know what? Wait a minute. I don't know. Brain, not nose for nose. With your sorceress bloodline, Gingy,
No.
does it give you the option of an energy-based spell? You can switch it over to a different element.
I've picked all of my spells by hand. I mainly have picked fire because I have other racial fire.
Right. That complement each other.
Yeah.
Right.
I get a bunch of bonuses for casting fire, but there isn't really a fire spell that does quite that damage in that scenario. I always get lightning because if dudes are in a straight line, it's a fuck
It just
you
cracks.
attack.
Well, no.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, though, like I see. I don't. I specifically not looked.
Energy substitute is what.
Right.
It
I
was.
have specifically not looked for spells and stuff like that. I only look them up when you're going, and I'm like, I can flick them over in the book because I haven't made a mage or a spellcasting class in 5th edition yet. But like Pathfinder / 3.5, if you have the sorcerer bloodline, you can go, well, I'm changing based on your bloodline. You can change. So like if I try to cast lightning or cold or force stuff, if I want to, I can change it to fire.
Huh? I've
So
not heard
I
that.
make fire lightning. And he's like, the GM was like, oh, that's right. I'm like, so instead of hitting the stuff with a lightning bolt, I really like fire better, so I'm changing it to fire damage. And, magic missiles are now
have
fire
not
damage.
ever read anything like that.
Yeah, it's heavy in Pathfinder. I don't know about 5th edition.
Yeah, I think 5th
Not that I'm
edition
aware
is a lot more of like, oh, well, you pick which spells you're learning, aside
Right.
from Sorcerer, because Sorcerer just has them all, like, innately. But if you're a wizard or something, you have to pick which ones you're memorizing. You can't really change them until the next day or the next rest.
In I think it's 3.5. You can take a feat. I think it's called energy substitution, or something like that, and you can choose which you can pick certain energies that you can switch out spells for, like lightning bolt or whatever. You can change it to fire or force or whatever. I'm pretty sure.
There's a couple of spells that are like that. There's like the phantasmal energy and like stuff like that, where I can basically before casting it, it could be anything.
And I've never specifically wanted to ask you, but since we got fucking time, which 2 meta magic things did you snag for yourself?
Oh, like extend
At 3rd
and,
level. So extend was one of them. I figured that was because you've mentioned that.
I think maximize.
So just a quick heads up, because it is 6:45. I think if we make it to 7 and Steve's not here, then
I'm gonna
I
go
will
play Batman.
Well, my suggestion was going to be that we do a game of everyone as John.
Oh.
Or that.
All
I'm
right.
down for that.
Yeah.
I
If we absolutely don't want to NPC him, because that's it's like
Yeah,
it's our
I-
theme.
I could do
No,
that.
I don't-
It feels weird playing somebody else's character, to be
I
honest.
agree.
I don't mind NPCing guys, but we have a good click with this group of. Even though like we headbutt a lot and we want to murder Steve's druid in his sleep, it's gonna happen. Yeah, I'd rather play everybody's John.
Okay. So
Yeah,
that's what we'll do.
We can get the viewers involved. What should Gingy's John powers be?
I
Can't squeeze babies through cat doors.
That's not the worst idea I've ever heard in my life.
All right. Well, let me come up with some obsessions and stuff just in case he doesn't show.
Obsession. My obsession is stuffing huskies through cat doors. While riding babies. Nah. We tend not to, pretty much not do it. I think every single time we've had a player absent there, Bodesh Husky, we tend to like just not play that day. Or wait for them.
Vendor drop. Everyone as John is
It's
I don't-
brilliant.
It's what? How to describe it? It's an abstract kind of RPG in more of the sense that if we play it, I will give you a good kind of introduction to it and let you know what's going on.
It's D&D
It's
meets
hilarious.
fucking Dali, is what it is.
Yeah, we all play different personalities in the same person's head, but we all have different gifts, abilities, and goals, and we basically have to accomplish those goals as best as we can without alerting the other personalities to our intentions. And like anytime that you fail something, like I'm going to try to flag that bus down with my penis, and it doesn't work, you'll lose consciousness, and another personality will have a chance to take over control. It's very, very good. It's really, really funny. I've been trying to come up with a nice layout to like print it out and make it a game I can bring to parties.
It's a one-pager, man. Or, sorry, it's
Oh,
a
I mean,
three-page.
you know what I mean? Like have like a binder with like talents and stuff already
free,
done,
yeah. So if your people don't
Yeah.
want to create them on their own.
and with some dice and stuff too, like in like a nice little binder in a package, and pre-write some scenarios, things like that.
I have to admit, the one where I think we all were kind of sensing maybe it was, but when the ending it turned out you were actually the president, and the president was just
Oh,
crazy.
that was great.
Batch of logos. Like, we know where this one's going. But
That's
it's
what I
great.
mean by that. Like, I'll make some sample scenarios and put them in the book, and basically have like a binder that'll work like a DM screen, and I can basically just bring it to a party, and have like a worksheet that I can hand out to people. Because yeah, technically the rules are on one sheet, but I want to lay it out in a way to where it's just like,
Ginge, you know what you have to have, especially for someone who I fucking so want to come up with some excuse to come to the East Coast just to come to one of your parties, but you need to go to the office supply store and get a bunch of those sticker name tags that say "Hello, my name is," and have them already pre-filled out, John. So when you go to play the game, you just slap one on everybody's chest. It's like, there you go, suckers, you're it. Get ready. Everything is awesome.
alright, I think my wife is home, so give me a moment. I'm gonna go say hello and be right back.
He's probably still at work and not wanting to respond and tell us he's not coming.
I don't want to tell him I'm so late. Or he's actually where he's at. He thinks he's been talking to us for like the last 2 hours because he's walking through those wind tunnels that he has to get home through.
All right. If we end up doing everyone as John, I've got a list of obsessions ready.
Okay.
And we might even get somebody else in here for that, just for shits and giggles. Let me see if he's around. Hang on.
But
Actually, you know what? HB Fox, are you around? Just do it like that.
just randomly grab the poor bat. What? No, what?
He's one of the players from the Wednesday night games, so I figured I would just call him out.
Yeah, figure I put him on the spot.
That's right.
Make him perform like a trained monkey. Dance for us.
HB Fox, if Steve does not show up, do you want to come play Everyone is John with us? So I will just throw him right in here. Oh wait, hold that thought. Steve may be showing up.
Uh-oh.
Ah,
Steve, you.
I think we have to spend
Yeah.
the next 15 minutes
No.
explaining math to Steve, if it's
yeah.
him.
No, apparently his ETA is now 9:45, which is like another hour from now.
No, fuck
Yes.
that.
Yeah, no. So if I am correct in assuming an hour from now, HB Fox, would you like to come play Everyone is John with us? Where did I just see? I heard a beep somewhere.
Is
was
Chicago an hour behind us?
Chicago is Midwest, so it would be, I think.
It's Central Time, I believe.
Oh. That sucks.
Right? It's really easy, HB Fox. You will pick it up just real quick, like I promise. All right. HB Fox. Hang on. I need to open Twitch somewhere. No, Twitch. There we go.
Have you ever sat in front of your television at 3 o'clock in the morning and just flip channels? That's pretty much
the
the
time.
life equivalent of Everyone is John.
Yes, that is John's poor life. Well, then I have a
Oh.
minute to get another cup of coffee.
Yeah, go ahead.
Perfect. Oh no, they can still hear us, right?
You know-
We're still
okay, so I take that back. Steve's gonna get on, and I just have me do his roles for him, which is fine.
Aw, well, that works
So
too.
we're gonna end up doing D&D. We will play Everyone is John another time.
We will play this game. We
It-
will.
It is a
eventually
lot
play
of
this.
fun. HP Fox, no need to worry. I should probably not close.
Dude, you know, poor Fox was like sitting in his house, fucking soaked in sweat. He's like, okay, damn it, damn you, Jason. All right, fresh cup of coffee, and then we can get our game on when Steve shows up in ghost form.
All right, so he said he can be on Skype in about 10 minutes or so. So we will actually end up playing D&D tonight. But yeah, everyone is John is fantastic, and at some point we will end up playing it on stream again. Vammed, you wasted all your XP. You're still a domesticated owlbear there, Vammed. It's totally your own fault. Maybe I am HP Fox. You don't know. You don't know. Maverick Hunter, thank you for that follow.
A hint to all the people that are in the chat room: if you ever see the GM starting a mission against the fucking kobolds, do not join.
Maverick
He got
Hunter,
me killed
thank
3
you.
times in a row.
Vammed, this is impious. That's why I can give you shit and get away with it. Since I believe this is Vam's first time in here, because he was following my personal account instead of the D&D one, expecting to see D&D streams. So, oh, there are lots and lots of things that you should not do if the DM is doing particular things. Like, for instance, if I go, "Are you sure?"
Yeah.
The answer to that, no, I am not.
Or you give us a subtle hint like, so you're just going to fling that door open?
So you're just
No.
going to walk right through that door, huh? All right.
And then I'm going to say, yeah, what of it?
Hey, there have been
correct
plenty
answer-
of times where he's said that, and I've said yes, and he went okay, and then I rolled really well.
The correct answer is, of course, I'm going to let the paladin face roll through the door.
That's right.
Exactly.
Follow him through.
I'm gonna let this
Exactly.
large plated meat shield go ahead of me.
That's right. Thank you very much. The power of faith.
I got this, guys. I got this.
Granted,
If-
it was faith in my fucking face hitting the door, but it was still
That's right.
faith, you know.
Vanderp, we're normally playing before now. Unfortunately, one of our members was at work. He is going to be able to get on Skype here in the next 5 or 10 minutes or so, and Rico, hey Rico, and we'll start up as soon as he's on Skype with me doing his rolls for him. But unfortunately, normally we don't sit around and bullshit this long. Normally, we're up and running by 5:30 Pacific time, which would have been about an hour and a half ago. But tonight's just been one of those odd nights. I still wanted to do the stream because we do have the giveaway going on. So I wanted to have the stream going, have people, be able to get XP and stuff while we sat here and talked and bullshitted around. So that's why we've just kind of been sitting here talking all night. Normally we wouldn't do that, but we would have. I probably should have thought of it earlier. Played something like Everyone is John or something. But yeah.
Well, now we know. We could create the most dangerous and potentially lethal drinking game ever based on our streams. And it's just pretty much every time someone either says Steve's name in vain, like, damn it, Steve, or goes, this is Steve's fault, everybody has to do a shot.
See, that would work if it was.
I don't like
you know,
alcohol
the
poisoning.
weekend, not
Yeah, right.
Sunday, where everybody
So,
is-
so the question is, if someone dies, do we lose them as a follower, or do they still, does it still count?
We still have a follow. They didn't deactivate their account. So.
Exactly.
Gingy, was that you saying you're back? I swear I heard that. Apparently not.
Nope.
I'm hearing
Nope.
things. Fuck it.
I'm back. I have my coffee. Coffee.
HP Fox, you can only use your XP on dungeons because you rig drawings. So you've already, you know what? HP Fox has walked away with a player's handbook from us and a miniature that
And a mini,
and design
And
for
the
him.
naked pictures of Buddy Christ, Dr. Vitus. No, nobody else knew about that one.
We're
My
not
bad.
talking about
Rolling
that.
King.
My bad.
Rolling King,
My
that is
bad.
an inside joke with myself and with HP Fox there.
I was proud of that miniature, though.
Yeah, it came out real nice. I think I posted pictures of it somewhere.
Yeah,
pretty
I
sure.
saw the pictures.
Let's see if I can find it again.
It did look pretty sharp.
Oh man, the trailer for like X-Files next year. So, I can't wait.
I've got mixed feelings because I love X-Files. I was an X-Files junkie when I was younger.
Yeah, Rico, Wednesday was GekTech that won that giveaway or that raffle.
And I know Chris Carter said after he ended the show and stuff years later that he didn't really have a plan for it. He was just, going with it. and that kind of took a lot of the mystery out of it because I thought he had like this huge plan going on, and he didn't.
You want to talk about storytellers that just had no fucking clue? Waste fucking 4 or 5 years of your life watching Lost. Okay?
Right?
Yes, there you go. There you go. So true.
And that show, fucking that show. I don't even. Have
Okay,
anything
we'll
else to say
spend the
about
entire time saying, we swear it's not fucking. It's not. They're not dead. We swear they're not. Oh, they're dead. They're actually dead. I know we spent the last 4 years swearing up and down that the characters are not dead and they're actually having something, but really, ...
No, they're
They're
fucking dead.
I was so pissed, dude. I fucking hated that ending.
They were dead the whole time.
Well, I'm not going to say it's a sign of how much everyone hated it, but you don't see a lot of Lost panels at
Dude.
conventions.
Right.
Dude, you know another thing that cracks me up about, and I hate this about the producers of television shows that don't feel that they have an obligation to their fans. Oh well, we don't have to answer the questions we created. It's just the story. That's why I want to find them and hit them with the bat, and then while I'm hitting them, say, I don't really have to stop. It's about the experience of being hit in the face with a fucking bat.
Whack! Are you
I
experiencing
missed
this yet?
something.
Whack!
Oh, we're
Lost.
talking about Lost, the way they fucking they ran and ended Lost, dude. Just-
So Gingy, I don't know. You may have been AFK when I said it. Steve should be on Skype here momentarily, and I'm just gonna do his roles for him. So we will end up playing tonight.
Wait.
So he wasn't gonna be able to get home for like another hour, but he's able to get on Skype. So he's just gonna kind of talk and then have me roll whatever role he needs me to roll for him. If that makes sense.
That sounds less pleasant.
well, for us, considering he rolls crappy when it comes to like critical hits and shit.
Should we do everyone as John then? Do you think?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, we've only got 2 hours.
All right, let's-
Really.
let's-
Even I was like, I'm not going to work tomorrow, but I still not used to not
Okay.
being asleep by that time.
In that case, let's switch over to the whiteboard here.
Racist. All right, let me close my character sheet here. Jesus, did you just burp on whiskey or on fucking?
No, that wasn't a burp. I wouldn't burp
I think
into
that
the
was a
microphone.
groan.
That's shitty. That was a groan.
Oh, okay.
That was a fucking tired old man having a shitty day. Fucking bone groan.
Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna say that's some carbonated fucking whiskey you're drinking there. Jesus Christ.
By the
Hey,
way,
you know,
Bone
remember-
Groans from the Bone Zone is our third album.
Bone grows from the bone zone.
All right. So in that case,
Don't change the subject.
HB Fox,
Oh shit! I didn't give you a roll
do you want to get in on everyone as John? Hey, so Gingy, I think you were away for that as well. HB Fox is one of the players from our Wednesday night games, and he's in chat. So I figured, we could throw him in here and have an extra person and everyone as John. I think it'll
See,
be
this is
a
now.
lot of
This
fun.
is just animal cruelty at a certain stage.
right.
Poor
Yeah,
Fox.
no, yeah.
You put him on the spot, and we're like, no, you're okay, you're out. He's like, oh thank God, and then suddenly, nope, understudy, you're back in again.
That's
What?
right.
But I get your costume on, bitch, and get on stage.
That's right.
Start making us money.
I just took my pants off, so I'm in it to win it.
Dance when I tell you to.
But that's typical for Ginger. He just takes his pants off regardless.
Just whenever.
Yeah.
Well, I do.
What? There's a southeasterly wind. Let me take my pants off.
Which role do I have to make? Okay, pants off. Pants off roll.
There's no fucking shame in my game, man. If I'm at home, if I'm wearing pants, they're pajama pants. Which, like, what, like, gonna leave my bra on too,
Oh, that's
So-
the first thing that comes off.
right?
So of course the compilation, the second compilation album is "You Damn Right My Pants Are Off Because I'm in It to Win It." Winky, superposed by Dr. V.
Do I have? I may not even.
Are we
What's my
doing like a?
personality? Hell on earth.
Are we doing a guild in Skyforge?
There is an existing guild thing that Steels and fucking Toasty and a couple other people are a part of. I don't know what is going on with that.
That's fair.
It's
I don't
called the
assume
Ardent Light or something.
I don't assume an invite because I'm not super close friends with any of them. But
Well, I'm close with Steels. I'm not very close with Toasty, even though he's a fucking he got hired on as a community manager for Skyforge.
yeah, I know that.
So
I'm friends with Toasty on Facebook, and we talk occasionally. Did
Uh,
Steels? So here's the awkward question of the day: did Steels delete his Facebook or just
Yeah.
kick me off?
no, he deleted his Facebook.
Okay. There's
He
always that
deleted
awkward
his-
question.
He deleted it because they were doing a requirement, like he had to actually verify his real name and stuff, and he's real sketchy about that. He doesn't like to involve himself in real life in any way with things like that. So
Yeah, I dig
That's
it.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah, that's not an irrational, way of thinking, in my opinion. But at this point, like, I don't give a huge shit. Like, if the government, like, Steele's actually a weird celebrity, isn't he? Like, but
he is kind of
Who is Steel again?
Steel Dragons. He's
I don't know if you know him or not. He was from MMO Radio way back when.
MMO Radio, God, I've played so
I-
many
Again,
MMOs.
I never knew MMO radio
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I knew you well after that. Apparently,
Yeah, no, MMO was what, fucking 14 years ago now?
has it been
No.
that long?
No,
It's more like
No.
9, I think.
because that was post Awakened.
Right.
AWR,
And
yeah.
Yeah, AWR shut down in like 06.
Was it really? No, it
No.
wasn't. It wasn't 06 because
Well, we went to
Well-
E3 05, 06. So it must
I
have been.
thought we went to E306, and when we were doing that, AWR was already closed, dude. We were doing MMO and all those other stations when we went to E3.
Yeah.
Were we?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was the one running the fucking like the 5 stations we had up.
Well, that was. Well, yeah. I guess AWR was because I
That
think
was-
I think I was running the radio
You were-
station for
For the
Fucking
for Pirates of the Caribbean,
Pirates.
or whatever the fuck it was.
Pirates of the Burning Sea.
Yeah.
What a fucking nightmare was that? Yo,
Yeah.
you want to run a station? Like, I guess. Oh, cool. We're gonna give you a game that has no content and isn't out yet.
Yeah.
Oh, and our main fan base is hardcore historical reenactment nerds, so make sure you're 100% in character all the time. So, so if I want to do a show, I have to be playing fucking sea shanties or the crowd's going to get mad? Fuck this.
Not to mention the fact that the producers weren't like there was one producer. Was it Troy? I think.
It was Troy. Yeah,
Yeah.
Troy Hewitt. Love
And
that
he was
guy.
he
Love
was
Troy.
cool, but he like the shit that him and Charles kept getting into, and then Troy's people wouldn't do stuff, so they wouldn't support the radio station. So we ended up fucking having to do a dance around that stuff, and then we would promise the people, oh, you guys will get access to the alpha/beta, and then we had to fight to get that. It was a fucking headache, dude.
It was a huge pain in the ass. And what made it worse, like just the crescendo, just the punchline of that goddamn joke. I busted my ass for that station. We had the most ragtag group of fucking lunatics doing DJs for that show, and I had to keep all their personalities and egos in check and make sure they showed up for work. And then, promising, don't worry, the fucking beta keys are coming. Don't worry, fan base, more fucking information is coming. And then when it finally came out, the game was fucking garbage.
Yeah.
It was so bad. I remember because the physics were so real.
Yeah,
and you're
the
on
water
a pirate
physics was
ship.
fucking
Yeah,
great.
the water physics were realistic, but not
Yeah.
great for a video game. Because if you're turning against the tide, it would take you 15 minutes to turn your ship around, while some other ship is shooting you with cannons.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's kind of terrible.
It was bad.
Yeah. Sounds
It
like
was
it.
real fucking bad. But we knew Troy from. Who did Atari buy? Who owned MXO before
No,
Atari?
No, dude, the dude that was running Pirates wasn't associated with fucking MXO.
No. Troy moved. Troy left that game studio to go be the community guy for a different game studio, and that was kind of our in with Pirates.
Oh, okay.
Because when Pirates started, we wouldn't have volunteered that, but Troy went to Charles and was like, yo, I worked with you guys on that one game, and
Yeah.
you did such a nice job, community building. I'd like you to try to do the same thing for our new game.
Yeah.
But his new game was hot garbage.
Monolith was the original developer
That's
of
it.
MXO.
Well, it was good when Monolith ran it, and then when Sony got their hands on it, it fucking went in the toilet and came out, and went back in the toilet and came out, and went back in the toilet, because being shitted on once wasn't enough.
Yeah. Well, the problem is Sony didn't want to spend any money on it. When Monolith had it, they had a lot of really unique, interesting gameplay features, and Sony was like, we can do without those. There's a lot
Hey
of
guys,
listeners
remember
who
how
have
we
no
completely
idea.
fucked EQ? Remember how we fucked that? Yeah, we're gonna do that to this game too.
I think it's funny. A lot of the listeners have no idea that we were all working together in the game industry for a while.
Oh yeah.
Everybody get a chubby video game boner real quick.
Yeah, we went to E3 to support a bunch of games. We were at a NCSoft fucking launch party, and met
That was
fucking
cool as shit.
Captain Britain or whatever the fuck his name
Yeah,
was.
we got to meet Richard Garrett.
Yeah, who's a
was-
douche.
Yeah, he was a douchebag.
He's a
But
fucking
it was like-
douche.
Private party. I get to like spin some turntables for Richard Garrett, who is a dickhole.
You were there where NCSoft paid for dinner, right? Where it was before
Yeah.
the actual party, where
Yeah.
we were sitting there with what is her name? She was the fucking community manager for the Road Rage, the fucking video game.
Oh yeah. Was that wasn't Tabula Rasa? What was it?
No, yeah, it was whatever the fuck that.
It was
game
another failed MMO, but
Yeah.
I don't remember what
Not
it was
Road
called.
Warriors. Not Road Wars.
No,
No,
don't
dude,
think
this was
so.
I
the
know
game
the
that
one you're talking
NCSoft
about. I know
Yeah,
the one
it-
you're talking about. It's one of the ones NCSoft killed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Okay.
They were doing that, and it was the launch for Tabula Rasa, and the beginning of it was Richard Garrett going on for about an hour and 50 minutes about how his genius and creating the idea for Tabula Rasa and
Auto
how
Lined up to
Auto Assault. Yeah, that was it. The coolest part of that entire experience was meeting the fucking
The guy who voices the Murlocs?
yeah, the Murloc guy. That was the coolest part of it because he was a super cool guy. I didn't.
Oh, he
and,
was rad as shit.
and it wasn't like he was bragging about it. He just dropped it in the middle of a conversation. He's like, "Yeah, you guys play WoW? Yeah. You ever meet the Murlocs? Yeah. Oh, I did the voices for Murlocs." I was like, "What?" So basically, the way that
Yeah,
he explained it. Yeah, he said that they needed some sort of guttural voice, so he went out and he got milk and yogurt and cheese and anything that would to create phlegm. He would fucking get, and he eat all that down and then get his voice really phlegmy to get the Murloc sound. So that's how he did it. And he was the chief sound engineer for World of Warcraft when he did that. He was like
I
the
remember.
big sound guy.
Damn it, Steve.
Damn it, Steve. You sound like a robot in a toilet.
That's it.
Yeah,
Damn it,
But
Is
Steve.
now the part where we tell Steve that we've had HB Fox running his character for the last 3 hours?
Yeah, right.
Oh, and you're dead, by the way.
Yeah,
Steve, we
sorry.
appreciate you
Rip
having
Steve.
HB Fox. Give us all your
HP
loot.
Fox ran it into the ground. But the one of my favorite E3 memories was trying my best not to choke, like physically, in front of Ed Boon. I was at the Midway booth and I was interviewing Ed Boon for the new Mortal Kombat, and they had an amazing smoozy thing where if you had a scheduled press interview, they had like this upper deck that went above their booth that was just like a full-on lounge and bar. It was like a, hey, escape from the madness that is the E3 floor and come up here and have a drink. And so I went up and had a drink with Ed Boon, and trying to be cool, doing my goddamn best to be cool, I was like, I'll have what Ed's having, whatever that may be. And it wasn't like a labeled bottle, or it was like a mixed drink. And so the bartender's like, here you go. And I didn't, especially at that time, I didn't drink a lot. I didn't drink very often at all. And so I was trying to be cool. I'm like, I'll take what Ed Boon's having. Choo, 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 shooting guns. And it tasted like fire. And I don't know what it was, but it tasted like lighter fluid. And so I'm like nodding and listening to him and asking questions, taking a drink, and then trying not to like choke on it. Like, right, yeah, I mean, the new physics look really good.
Were you one of the people that got drunk at the fucking the Eve booth?
No,
fucking
no,
they
because
had
I'm
they
a
had a dude-
professional.
That denial was a little too fast. That was a
No, that denial because those people were embarrassing. I was trying to I was handing out business cards. I was trying to get my name out there. I was being a goddamn professional. And I was scheduling interviews. I talked my way into a red carpet Sony party. God damn it. Yeah, Maverick, I think he was just drinking a straight martini glass full of Everclear. Because it just tasted like straight kerosene. I was trying so hard to look cool. And, because remember, like, E3, I was wearing a suit. I was at least wearing a suit jacket and an ironic t-shirt. And, the same thing all young executives were doing at the time. And, or worse, the fucking suit jacket and turtleneck.
You know what the worst part of that fucking situation was? Is that all those interviews that we got from Eve and stuff were on a video recorder held by fucking dipshit. Fucking, what's his name with the huge ears and the...
Tech?
No.
Didn't he...
No.
Oh, that one guy who was just like a photographer?
No, he was the one that was dating, Psychosis or whatever the fuck that chick's name was.
HP Fox, I sent you the invite, buddy.
You remember him? He's just the tall, skinny, annoying dude who went to whatever it is, radio, our major competitor, because he got fired for being a dumbass, went to them and said, "I'll tell you everything behind the scenes that's happening at MMO if you hire me." Fucking, what is his name?
I don't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about. I don't remember the handle he went by at the time, but...
Yeah, he had the audio recorder, the digital audio recorder had all the interviews, and he just lost it.
I have several, because I remember I was doing a lot of... Because me and Katie went off to do our own, and Katie... genius, I'm pretty sure this was her idea if I remember correctly, was basically posing as like my assistant and just to make both of us look more professional. Like she was booking interviews for me in front of me basically. Like, yeah, he's the on-air talent. I'm making the show work. And and it worked. We nailed so much shit.
All right. So,
but my favorite thing still, though, my favorite part of the whole experience was talking my way. It was a celebrity-filled, goddamn red carpet Sony party. And I was thinking about it, and Charles was like, you should try to talk your way into it. Because I remember I heard about it because interviewing Ed Boon was like, so you going to that Sony party tonight? And I had no idea what he was talking about, but I'm like, I'm thinking about it. Trying to be cool.
You Dr. Beat your way into a Sony party.
I did. I fucking real life charisma checked my way into a red carpet party. No credentials, no history, had no right to be here. It was amazing. That was like one of my favorite accomplishments of my whole goddamn life because it felt amazing. And it felt good that our boss had my back because I was talking about doing it and he was like, man, if anybody can pull it off, it's you. Go for it. And then Diax went with me. Diax basically ran up behind me and identified himself as somebody who worked for me, and he needed to get in too, and it worked, and he got a second seat.
All right, so HP Fox is in here now. So we're going to
Fox, can you hear us?
to start doing some everyone is
Sure
John.
can.
All right.
HP Fox.
So HP Fox, the way that this those of you listening at home. The way that this works is everybody is essentially a personality in John's head. You are a separate personality from everybody else. You are all going to have your own obsessions that you are going to try to accomplish by the end of the game. You start the game with 10 willpower points, and you're going to pick 2 skills, whatever those may be. You can pick whatever you'd like them to be. If you want to spend 4 of your starting will points, 3 of your starting will points, you can pick a 3rd skill. But that means you start with 7 will points instead of 10. The way that works is anytime that you do something that you may potentially fail at, you have to roll to see if you succeed or not. If you do, then you perform whatever action it was. Huzzah, good job. If you don't, then there is a struggle for control, and you all roll, I believe it's a D6? Or no, sorry. You
D8?
wager
You wager
your willpower points to take over possession of John.
I thought you meant like when something comes into question, like I'm going to jump onto that moving bus.
Right, that's when you roll. And
Right.
if you
do we roll dice wise?
It's a D6.
Okay.
And a 5 and a 6 is a success, and anything else is a failure.
Right, unless you spend points to increase your success rate.
Right. You can spend willpower points to increase your success rate. HP
Yeah.
Fox in chat is the link to the game, so that you can get in there too. And I will be giving everybody their obsessions here in just a minute.
How many skills do we get?
You start off with 2. You
2.
can spend 3 of your willpower points to drop that, or to raise that to 3.
And the skills can be anything.
Yeah.
Anything that you can think of. As long as it's realistic. Like, levitating stuff with my mind is not exactly a realistic thing.
Right.
One of the ones I was most successful with was ventriloquism.
That was a lot of fun.
No, I could bum $1 from anybody. That was awesome.
Yeah.
So, alright, so let's give... I guess I should name this guy so that we know that this is HP Fox. Let's name him real quick. This is HP Fox. HP Fox, you're going to be the thing that I can't pronounce. The gibbering mouther. That has been my go-to tonight. I don't know why.
The gibbering
And would you like our secret?
Yeah, go ahead and you
Whisper
guys
the
just in Roll20 whisper them to me so that way I can that way people at home will be able to see it as well.
I need to start thinking about it. I've
I
been
always pick
kicking
some
around a
random
bunch.
shit.
I try to think like I think in every other game, where I'm trying to find something that might actually help me accomplish my goals, even though I don't know what those are yet.
All the ones I pick are never applicable, dude, ever. I've never been as crazy as this game gets. I've never been like, okay, I have the ability to open a car door with a fucking a coat hanger. I've never had that those kind of skills come into play when we play these games for whatever reason.
How do you whisper /W?
Slash W space.
Is it GM?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes,
think that'll
GM.
work.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be the newbie again here and ask you to quickly give me an overview once more, because right when you started to explain it, I got a phone call.
All right, no worries. So the concept of the game is you are all playing a voice inside of John's head. I'm going to give you obsessions that you are going to try to complete. Anytime that you have the chance of failing an action, you will roll a d6. On a 5 or 6, it's a success. On anything other than that, it's a failure. At which point, you guys bid willpower points between yourselves to take control of John. Right now, you can pick 2 skills that you would like to take. You can take 3 if you want to lose 3 of your willpower points.
Are we doing this in the Godpin room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just making sure. I didn't have Roll20 open.
No worries.
All right,
Is that-
there you go. Imp, my 2 skills.
All right.
Ah!
Rack.
Oh well. Oh well.
That's wonderful, though. I mean, that's kind of great.
You know,
I mean, not gonna lie,
matter that we know that is a good fucking skill. I'm
that's
jealous.
pretty good.
That's pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
That may actually come in handy.
Yeah, there was that game that I had like a really good sleight of hand and ventriloquism, and that was fun. But I think I've got mine. I just have to do the thing.
Do that
But-
thing with that
But
stuff.
HP Fox, just go ahead and make up whatever you would like for 2 skills. Or
What
3
is
if
it?
you want
/W.
/W
W
space
space.
GM space.
I'm not gonna listen to you because you did it wrong.
Well, I
Backslash-
know. I put everything
back-
together
look,
in one. That's fine.
Just start like this: /W, GM, and then scroll down and click on the GM thing to make sure it recognizes it. So you have a /W and then a space lowercase GM.
Steve, can you
No.
talk? Or can you just hear?
My guess is you can probably just hear.
Okay, you can talk. All right. In that case, I will. I didn't think you were going to be able to jump in on this one, so give me just a second here.
It's just like he's probably on one of those extremely noisy city buses.
Yeah. Okay.
Boob check.
Boop check.
All
Alright.
right. Boot check each game. Sorry.
All right. And then HP Fox, I need yours as well. Gingy, that sentence.
Yeah,
Got away from you.
I've been drinking.
It's fair enough.
Why are you so mean? Because I've been drinking. You smell like
I-
booze.
I
Because I've been
wrote-
drinking, bitch.
I wrote, I can a gifted.
I kind of gifted. So what you're saying is, you speaks good. Someday I speaks pretty.
While I was writing, I am a gifted something.
Oh,
I totally peed on the English language.
you used the English language as if it was your litter box.
Too many windows open. Where did that come from?
Something
There it is.
to that extent, Impious?
Yeah, that is that's perfect. All right, so give me a second. I need to grab like 2 more obsessions, just to make sure everything is easy here, even here, real quick.
Session.
You know what? Let's make that a 3.
Man. So, the new Transformer toys, they're recreating all the old G1 like combiners. The new Motomaster, the new Minosaur looks bad.
Steve, you are not in roll 20. Are you able to be in roll 20, sir?
I don't think he's been.
Have you guys seen the Vin Diesel birthday cake?
I think I may be rolling for Steve. Okay.
No, but Vin Diesel birthday cake is my new punk rock
Yeah,
band.
you're rolling for me.
Okay.
Until they make a roll for me app.
Fair enough. Actually, there is an app now.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
For iOS?
Yeah, for iOS and Android.
Well, shit.
Get on it. No, I will send you messages via Facebook for the time being. That's fine.
That's going to
Check
go on
this
my
out.
list of potential future band names, by the way, now is Vin Diesel birthday cake.
All right.
Check it out.
Yeah, I've got 5 more stops for fun.
Okay. So
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I actually did see that on my timeline scrolling down, but I didn't know what I was looking at.
Yeah.
Did you see the interview
That's dope
with
as shit.
the rest of the cast where he nerded out about D&D?
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, he's a hardcore
Yeah.
D&D
He
nerd.
routinely
It was
nerds out.
awesome.
His the tattoo on his stomach in Triple X was his
That's
D&D
his
character's name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right.
He was actually at briefly. He was only there for like a day at PAX in 2013. No, 2012. In Seattle for like one day. He just happened to be in town. He is a nerd, and he actually knows the guys from Penny Arcade, the website
Yeah.
/ comics.
Yeah.
He came to their table. He was like, "I can't believe you guys didn't give me my free tickets. I had to pay at the door." They're all like, "We're sorry." And he's like,
I like your Vin Diesel impression, by the way.
Yeah.
It got almost Fat Albert-y for a second. hey, Penny Arcade.
All right. Everybody, roll me a d6 real quick, and I will roll for Steve.
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 D6.
Highest number is gonna pick or give me a number for their obsession first. So
Fucking HP Fox.
right, just right out the gate.
Right on the gate.
Hey, fuck you guys.
Makes up for all those ones the other day.
All right. So HP Fox, give me a number between 1 and 6, and I will tell you what your level 1 obsession is.
Obsession.
3.
Okay. Oh,
You
wait.
did explain to him that this wasn't a contest where he could win something, right? You
Yeah,
told him that?
I
Okay.
did.
Alright.
So this
Now,
is
according to him, I'm not allowed to win anything ever anymore.
that's right. So HP Fox, this is your level 1 obsession. This is kind of you will get the lowest points for fulfilling this.
Basically, the object is by the end of the game, you want to have as many more points than anybody else, and you quote unquote win.
Yeah,
You were
we,
more successful.
we never ever actually pay attention to the points though. So.
Yeah.
Or
You can
make sure that
actually
Gingy
do-
loses.
multiple times.
Hey, now.
Yeah, you can do your obsession multiple times.
Yep.
I didn't know that the first time.
And for those who have never seen or played
Alright.
this game, yes, your obsession just might be something like get bitten by an actual shark.
It might be.
Yeah, yeah. It could be dive out of a 30-story window.
Done it. We have done that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was mine.
Let's see. Who's next? Cypher, give me a number 1 through 5.
I think I also had to destroy a server.
2.
Yes.
Yeah, you had to destroy a server. Okay, that's better than the ones you've given me in the past. Holy crap.
Okay. Gingy, give me a number 1 through 4.
We're gonna go with 2.
Blue. Pink.
I almost want to say that you should act this one out when it gets to that point.
Okay, that's my level 1.